All right. Good morning. Good morning. Exchange rate is 57.10. Everybody, 57.10. I saw on the way here.
Meat pie, sir.
Ah, meat pie. Turbo Timmy. Robert McMahon, good morning. Good morning to you. How's Robert today? Good, hopefully. Good weekend. Where you at, Robert? I forget. Are you here in the Philippines or are you in the US there somewhere? Mike Foodie, good morning, Mike Foodie. I'm doing good. I'm in San Antonio, Texas. Right on, San Antonio, Texas. What did I just hear about Texas recently? I don't know. I think it was in a dream. I think I was dreaming about Texas for some reason. Mike Foodie, 67 Super Duty. Hey man, wish I was there. I bet you do. I think a lot of people wish they were here. I'm glad to be here. So, not to rub it in. Life is good, everyone. Life is good. San Antonio. Janine says hi too. Hello, Janine and Mike Foodie. Hello, you guys. Did you hear the other day that John Allen sold his car, Mike? $37,500 for whatever he had there. I forget what he said he had. Sounded like a nice car though. Took it to her dealership and they bought his older, nice car. Impala. Was it an Impala? I don't remember. Bama in Philippines. Good morning, Chubs. Good morning, Bama. I am the fellow you met in front of Scorebirds in July. Right on. 67 Super Duty. Don't ask me to remember. I'm sorry. I've met a couple people recently that I met a few days ago and I don't even remember them. I'm terrible that way sometimes, but I believe me. The amount of people that say hello and introduce themselves, which I love, I can't remember everybody. I'd have to see your face. Faces are how I remember, and names, I'm never going to remember. I'm never going to remember names. You meet lots, yeah, I love the apartment bids. Thank you, yeah, today we're supposed to be doing something, Todd and I. Long weekend, voice is a little scratchy yet. My throat is cleared up, it's not like porcupine anymore, thank God. Got one of these little things you see a lot of Filipinos snuffing on, little Vicks. I don't shove it in my nose and let it hang there forever, but it helps clear up my nose. You can feel it back in my throat a little bit. Nice. Vicks Vapor Rub. Remember when you were a kid? I don't know if your mom did that to you, but I get that Vicks Vapor Rub they put on your chest when you get a cold. I used to have a vaporizer that she'd set up in my room to help with the moisture levels. In Minnesota, the air would get so thin, especially when you're running a furnace. Yeah, it reminds me of those days. Jason from Northern California. Hi, Jed. How are you doing? It's Jason. Jason from Northern California. I've been to Chico State up that way. Spring break way back. That town was out of control. It was one of those places I wasn't comfortable being because it was too much of a party. And at that time, I was pretty shielded from all the real partying going on. So my friend from high school was a professional partier there in Chico. I don't know how many bars we hit. We were drinking early, and then we were going to his classes. It was crazy. Chico State, wow. It's cool to see though, colleges in California. Vicks is a key component to my safe sex method. Okay. Adrian Smith, good morning. USA lost the Ryder Cup, but how about those Rams? Yes, I saw the Ryder Cup. 15-13. I don't know how close it got, if we staged a comeback, or if it was they already locked it in and then we gained those last few points. But Vikings and everything else was on. Everything else was on last night after Pool League, which we couldn't get in the bar because somebody stole the Fire Sticks off the TVs. So we weren't able to tune in the Vikings during Pool League, which was disappointing. But Kyle and Lenny, good morning. Good morning, Washington State. Kyle and Lenny. The Rams won, huh? I didn't know. What's the score of the Rams? Are they like 3-0 now? 2-1? I know the Vikings are 2-2. They lost. I lost a bet. I gotta pay the bet here. You'll see what I'm talking about. One of these videos, one of these lives, I have to wear a jersey that I don't want to wear, but I lost. So doing good. I'll be in the Philippines around Christmas. Hoping to see you. Jason from Northern California. All right, Christmas sounds good. Great time to come here. Temperatures are good. Rainy season's over. Mike Foodie, yeah, I saw that John sold his car, 37.5, not too shabby. That's about $1 million Canadian. Yeah, good. Yeah, he wants to move here. John has pulled the trigger and says he's moving to the Philippines. I don't know how many years he sat on the fence, but he's doing it. He says, I'm moving there. I'm selling everything like you did, and I'm coming. So, good for him. He'll be on here in a little bit, I'm sure. TC Radio Tech, my friend, what is the best resort or hotel in Angeles? Depends on what you're looking for. Depends on what you're looking for. I like the Orchid Inn, Wild Orchid. It kind of has a real resort feel. Multiple pools, cabana bar out by one of the pools. Mid-range price-wise. There's the Vincent Resort. That's kind of a resort feel. Less money to stay there. It's a little further out. Nice place. Some of the reviews aren't so good, but I like the place. Resort feel. That's about it. Resort feel. Toronto Blue Jays won today, if you're into baseball. Toronto Blue Jays. Is it playoffs? See, I don't even know what's going on with baseball. I think it's playoff run or push or something, if I'm not mistaken. If my Twins were in the playoffs, I'd be following it. But I'm one of those fair weather fans. I don't follow it until they're doing good. Look like the walk of shame there, those two girls walking by. It looks like the walk of shame, Joe. College was notorious for the walk of shame. We'd be sitting out front of our place on our stoop having a beer at about 11 in the afternoon, and people would be getting up and walking by, not going to class, or it'd be a weekend, and it was a lot of walk of shame. See a lot of that around here. 67 Super Dude. If work keeps pushing my buttons, I may do 3 to 6 months there, 3 to 6 months in Canada. Plan sooner than expected. Okay, yes, work can do that. I remember the job I worked at, they always wanted to change their health insurance. They always wanted to shift our 401 plan to something else. It made all the older guys that were closer to retirement and always ruffled their feathers. The new guys didn't really give a shit. But there was always something going on, stirring the waters at work. Cutbacks and budget restraints and all that stuff. I was sick of all that as well. CFL is looking to make a bunch of changes to make it closer to NFL. Do not like the idea. CFL. I remember they tried that years and years ago to have another NFL type thing. CFL, American Football League, whatever it was. Never really panned out. I don't even know what the CFL teams there are, or how popular that is, but I got my NFL, and that's all I need. Rams are 3-1. Baseball playoffs begin this week. Okay, good. Rams are 3-1. I had Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp on my team here years ago when they went to the Super Bowl. Stellar year you guys had there. Wow. I've always liked Stafford. I didn't like him in Detroit because Detroit's in my division. He's a very talented quarterback. Blue Jays are now in the playoffs. Okay, gotcha. What did I see? Somebody won a game and they were in. I forget. Too many things. It's Monday. My head's not working so well. Last night, pool league at MGC was great. We won. We played Mikos from upstairs. I think we won to 11 to 9. I won 3 matches in a row. My 4th match, I fell apart. So I didn't get player of the week. Sure was fun though. It's always fun there. W, hi from Queens, New York. What happened to the bikini contest? I'm surprised they hold it. They hold it on a Sunday. There may be less hurdles and resistance if they have a non-church day. They say that it's City Hall, the new mayor and new city council members and new everybody's after the elections we just had 4 months ago, 5 months ago, that the permits are not figured out yet. They have to get that okayed with whoever's. Everybody's got to agree with stuff. I think there's other stuff going on behind the scenes. I don't know if it has anything to do with City Hall. The 2 bars that have the most contestants represented are Atlantis Club and Dollhouse. And if you know, those 2 bars are now going to switch management to somebody else. So I think that might have something to do with it. Plus, I think the girls wanted to get a little more bead money. Because if you watch the last 2 4 months ago, there was over 100 and some thousand pesos spent between 2 girls on beads. So the girls don't get much bead money. I heard they didn't get any bead money back in the day, and then I heard that they got a little bit of it. So I'm hoping the girls are boycotting until they get agreed that they will get some more of the bead money. That's a lot of money. That could help those girls immensely. No thanks. There's my voice again, getting all scratchy. This goddamn selling bird call shit. Joe, you want a bird call? I want 6 of them. Nope. No, thank you. No, thank you. Super, the NFL does not seem to catch me in the same ways as CFL does. We'll have to see if it's being Canadian or if it plays preference. Okay, right on. Gotcha. Mike Foodie, where's little Miss Braces today? She's probably on call right now somewhere. I don't know. We haven't seen her. Oh, Mondays. You know what? She's reminded me that Monday she takes off. So I don't know if we're going to see her. We'll see. She might take 1 day off a week. I think she had remarked, because I told her we were supposed to go get shorts the other day, and she said, well, Mondays I don't come in, so we'll see. I think it's Monday she's off. Barry Radcliffe. Hi, Chad, looking to break the draw. 1-1. See you February. Mate Barry from Australia. Barry Radcliffe, right on, my friend. Good to hear from you. Professor, good morning, Chubs. Mike Foodie, Adrian, everyone saying hi to everyone. W, do you see Jay Hadoshi around? No, haven't seen him in months. He was over at Hammer over here not so long ago. Hammer doesn't even look like it opens anymore. I was just talking to Joe, who's sitting next to me. They don't open till like 9 or something. They don't have anything lit up. I see security. They got no customers. I don't think they've closed the doors already, but obviously they got nothing going on. Pony 47, good morning, Pony 47. Andy H, by the bird call. Yeah, no bird calls allowed. I used to buy my nephews the most annoying, loud, shitty toys to drive my brother and my sister-in-law crazy. The loudest, most raucous toys I could find. They'd open those gifts up, and for the rest of the afternoon or day that we were spent there, the holidays, those kids would be tearing those gifts up, and all I could hear from my brother is, yeah, thanks, Chad. Sister-in-law, thanks for that gift. Thank you. I think my brother ended up breaking the gifts on purpose because they were so annoying. Eagles 4-0. Eagles are looking tough. Yes, they are. My word, that's good. Good for them. Grace is giving her kitty a little break. Yeah, Mike, she's got to give that thing a rest. Give it a rest, Mike. Kitty. Fury 550. Good morning. Hope the weekend went well. Yes, Fury. I went looking for that car show. I gave a little advertising to, and nothing going on at City Front Hall. But then again, they called it a cruise, so it might have just been a fly-through. I know they have car shows over at Medical City on Clark every Saturday night, so I think it might have been part of them that they wanted to have people drive through the City Front Mall before they go there on Saturdays. I'm not quite sure. I was a little disappointed that there was nothing to see over there. 67. Have any pointers to keeping an 18-year-old under control there? Promising Phil Vietnam, if he graduates this year, really motivated the grades. Keeping an 18-year-old under control there. Yeah, no pointers. I wouldn't know how to steer you in the right direction in regards to that. The place is out of control. Controllable, but a lot of work. Pony 47's in Florida. Florida in September. You got pretty good temperatures right there right now, I'm thinking. Starts to warm up. Minnesota's leaves are just about changing. Was just talking to a friend today. Yeah, missed the cooler temperatures. My wife and I will be in the Philippines in 20 days, Andy says. 20 days, right on. Your wife as well. Good for you. Sounds like a fun trip. Andy. Oh, Chuck. Hello, Chuck. Good morning to you, Chuck W. Where you at, Chuck? Andy H. I have my Phillies and my Eagles doing well, and I'm coming to visit my family. Okay. Phillies and Eagles, yes. When I lived in Delaware, it was fun to watch the Eagles. Closest team to me. Always liked the Eagles. Phillies, not so much. Trying to get my throat back to normal. It's still messed up. Tennessee Bob, go Pack go. Yes, I think they're playing right now. I saw that they were up 7-0. And they playing the Cowboys, right? 10,000 pesos to his collar, disappeared, watch the chaos from the distance. Oh yeah, there you go. Pin 10,000 pesos to his collar. See what happened. He'd be running. He'd be running. Find the 18-year-old girlfriend. That'll do it. There you go. Yeah, usually 18-year-olds don't have too many true loves yet. I remember that first true love. True love. My first true love. Oh my God, I love you. Occupied a lot of your time. Pony says cooling down. Okay. Mountains of West Virginia, Chuck W. There you go, West Virginia. Okay. The mountains. Sounds awesome. Sounds awesome. You're an Eagles fan. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. 13-2. 13-2. Jesus, Dallas got a safety on him then. Only way to get 2 points. Adrian Smith, Mayor Raymond returns to AC next weekend. Racking up those Mabuhay miles on PayPal. Yes, Mayor Raymond's coming back. I'm afraid. The guy's off the rails sometimes. He does more and knows more of the stuff, the happenings than I know, and I've been here 3 years. Oh my God. Supposed to give a ride to one of these girls the other day. Called me up. I need a ride. 10 minutes later, as I'm about to run out the door, she says, "No, I'm too shy. I don't want you to give me a ride now." What? 13-2 Cowboys just blocked extra point. Buck 60. Good morning, Buck 60. Tampa, Florida. Tampa. Love it. Fort Myers Beach. Went there many winters to see my parents. They would go there for a month and a half, and I'd go down for at least a week. Tampa. We'd drive down through Tampa. Then I worked in Naples for 6 weeks. I was out of control then. That was major drinking times. It was cool down there. I loved it. Right around the holidays. Like Foodie is Buddy from 69 Rock Bar, back from being away. It's Buddy. You mean the owner? Owner's back. Yep. Brian. Not sure if you meant Brian. One way or another will be a life-changing experience like Cuba was when he was 15. Wow, that kid's been all over, it sounds like. 15 and 18, now he'll be in the Philippines. Greetings yet again from Candy. Off to Joe's for breakfast. Candy, I got the Candy shirt on today, in fact. The old racing, a little dry fit. I like this shirt, I like the color. Still need to get the other 2 colors from them. So, Candy, if you're listening, I need a couple more shirts to represent. I don't want to pay the 1,000 pesos. So, come through for me. Joking. Dan Soy, hello Dan Soy, how are you? 82. Pony says it's 82 degrees. In Florida. He's from Florida. Nice. 82, that's nice. It was always around 80 when we were there. We would go in February, as I believe when the parents would go. It got hotter after we left. We would always go lay by the pool in the sun for like an hour and a half, 2 hours a day. Holy shit. Every day we'd go down to the pool. You'd have to take your towel down to a chair at like 6 in the morning to reserve the chair that you wanted to hang out at by the pool. I bet you last year, Miss Ann, for 2 minutes outside of Drake, you were taking her to work. What a pleasure. Was a pleasure. Chuck W. Right on, Chuck. Awesome. Drake doesn't look so busy these days. Rosa Hotel and something 544 restaurant, I think it is. 544 restaurant now. I wish them well. Struggling times for a lot of companies, a lot of businesses around here right now. John Allen, good morning. We were talking about you, John. It's all good. It's all good. Craig Whelan, good morning, Craig. How are you? Where are you at, Craig? I forget where Craig's coming from. What's up? Sagittarian Pinoy. Alan from CDO, greetings. We'll visit Fields 27th of October. Maybe see you. Sagittarian Pinoy. Right on. Alan from CDO. I don't know what CDO means. My brain is frazzled for some reason, and I don't even drink, but it feels like I got cloudy hangover head. And it wasn't the longest night. I played pool league from 6:30 till like 10:30. They couldn't get my Vikings on, so I raced home and watched the Vikings lose, and started to watch some of the golf, but it didn't work out so well. So J-Dub 31. You got that seat reserved. Yes. Buck 60, saying hi. I like how you guys are communicating with each other. It's always good to see. I'll see what I can do. What size? I don't even know. This size. Joe, what does this say? Is there a size on there? XXL. XXL. Perfect. I know they got 2 different colors. They got a darker blue like this, and then they got a lighter blue like this. Put in a good word for me, if you would. Put in a good word for me. It's excellent. Brisbane, there you go, Brisbane, okay.
Australia.
Perfect. Here comes all the drop-off pickup craziness already. Every day, van loads coming through, checking out the scenery, picking up some customers. Got somebody going up looking to see if a hammer's open. Sure doesn't look like it is. 2 people going up. CDO, oh, okay. Cagayan de Oro, bro. Okay, right on. Gotcha, okay. I still won't remember that in a week or so. CDO, look at Super Buns walking over there I missed. Wow, that was great. Brisbane back in the 90s. Nice. Patrick Tar. Welcome to the Chub Club. I don't recognize the name. Maybe I've already thanked you for signing up for the Chub Club, but Patrick Tar, good morning. Greetings from, oh Christ, I know. Patrick, teeth. It's the teeth attorney, right? Teeth attorneys out there. Sorry, I gotta just, the teeth are spectacular. Bring me some chompers like that next time you visit. Already going nuts waiting for the next trip. Yes, thank you, Patrick. I bet you are. Nebraska. Yes, now I know it all comes back to me. 83 in New York City today. W says, we've had nice weather all of September. The Ryder Cup was held 30 miles east. Awesome. How fun would that have been to be at? How fun would that have been to be at? And we win. Lose? Crowds were crazy. I saw Rory McIlroy tell somebody to shut up, which he has all the right to do. People are out of control, especially New York fans. It makes for a tougher competition when you're getting heckled, especially in your backswing and stuff. You know, you can heckle all you want, but when he's actually getting ready to focus and make that shot, we should be respectful in any sport. Yes, Patrick, that's you. Good. We'll never pick your Vikings again. Focus on Asia. No. Oh, Sammy, you got your money. We're good. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Thank you again. Thank you. Yep. My wallet man, I paid him today. If you're wondering how much, I paid him 250 pesos. What's that, $5 for my new wallet? Last one's lasted a year and a half, 2 years or something, so can't go wrong there. And I'm not gonna carry a big fat wallet. And I don't carry all the receipts like I used to in the States. Every little purchase with my debit card, I gotta keep all those receipts and all that. Screw all that, throw that shit out. I don't know why people keep receipts. My mom was always that way. We'd go to a gas station. And she logged every single gas stop for like 17 years. Hey, get out the little book. Okay, the starting mileage was 17,643. Now it's 17,910. Here's the price. Here's the breakdown per gallon. This is how many gallons we put in. Break down the price. What are we doing, Mom? Why do we need to log this shit? It never made sense to me. Even when she sold that car, when she didn't even sell it, she gave it to me. I gave it to my stepson. It's like, if I bought a car that had that kind of log, I wouldn't give a shit. All I want to know is the maintenance that was done to it. Don't give me the gas brakes log stuff. Mom was a little nuts. Maybe you're watching, Mom. Sorry, but maybe you realize now that was all just crazy. I don't know why we had to do that. Should have told him the belt to sell me. It's still working fine. There you go. Good. Still have told him the belt he sold me is still working fine. That's good to hear. Some of the stuff you buy from these guys is junk. And he used to keep receipts. Yeah, I did for a while. Even when I started my own business. What a hassle. I did that for about a year and a half, and I said no. All the bookkeeping and the LLC shit and the insurances and the bookwork and paperwork was more of a hassle. I eventually just said, no, I'm going back to work for somebody. They can take care of all that. I don't have the time, nor do I want it. do all that. So, where are we at? 88 people, 20 thumbs ups. Where's my Kuya Tom to give me the thumbs up recordings? So I understand, but I don't understand. Also, that's why I stopped. Yes, right on, Andy. I don't know. I used to try to stay so organized and have my filing cabinet with everything split up, everything in line, all the insurances, all the paperworks, everything had to be perfect. Take out the old stuff, put in the new stuff, keep 7 years of tax returns. What? It's nice to be organized, but I don't know. Some people go overboard in regards to all of that. Mikey Travels. Hello, Mikey Travels. Yoda the Chihuahua. That's a crazy name. Yoda the Chihuahua. Good to hear. All is good, Professor. Pats look good. Even lost last week. Fumbles cost them that game. Good rebound this week. Focus, I think you're still in the running, aren't you, for your fantasy team? I pulled one out, luckily, again. But I think you still got people going right now or tomorrow, I think it is. Glad my hearing is good, as I almost misheard you say thumbs up as something else, buddy. Yeah. Good morning from Kuala Lumpur, mate. Bill Cooper. Bill, haven't seen you in a while. I think you've been playing with the retirement for the last 40 years. I think you're like 96 now, right? You've been talking about retirement for 30 years. You gotta retire, Bill. You gotta enjoy some of your glory years. Just joking with you, but I haven't seen you in a while, so it's been a year or so. Russ Thomas, good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Where's Melbourne located? Is that like Central Australia or Southern, Northern, East, West? I don't know enough about Australia. And how does that work? Is it all the way around the outside of Australia, the majority of people live, or is it in the middle, where it's probably super duper hot and dry? I mean to get to Australia one of these years. Melbourne. No wiggle, wiggle, wiggle today. No Yoda. She hasn't been around since those lives. Pardon me. South. Way south. Okay. Most big cities in Australia are coastal places. Yes. Good. I can imagine. Being that close to the equator, or as hot as I envision it, it'd have to be. It'd have to be. That's a big country. Very large country. Continent. Everyone remember the Wiggle Wiggle. Yes, yes, I love the Wiggle Wiggle. That was a fun interview. A lot of fun. Got demonetized because she was bouncing and wiggling so much. It didn't get caught right away, but it got caught after I had taken out some of the crap, because I thought that video would do good, and then YouTube said no. Too much wiggle wiggle right now. We can't allow this. So they cut it back. Wasn't ad friendly any longer. Every morning. We love the Wiggle Wiggle. Sadly, YouTube doesn't. Yeah, I know. And there's not enough, no ladyboys around to interview today. I wanted to get one and ask some questions. Have one come and join me, but it's a quiet Monday. I think they're all in bed. Not awake yet. Jeannie, did I miss something? Why did I not see? Oh, there's Jeannie. Okay. Jeannie Cruz, good morning, Chad. Good morning to all the Kuyas, Ates, and all others who are on your live. Good morning, Jeannie. Good morning, Edgar, if you're out there. Good morning, David. Have I missed your weekend review? Not much of a weekend other than pool league. Let's see. Friday pool league, you know how my weekends start. Pool league on Fridays at 2 in the afternoon. Usually ramps up, try to go a little bar hop or do something. Didn't. Saturday was car show and whatever, chase around. Trying to get it rain. No, it didn't. Things didn't quite pan out as expected. And then Sunday is always a really fun day, especially pool league at home at MGC. Crowds get raucous. ABC pool parties always come over to MGC afterward. We won in pool league against Miko's upstairs. They came down to play us. A lot of fun. Not as crazy as it usually is when Mayor Raymond's around or other people like Edgar's and other guys who want to bar out. So, just puts a smile on me face, it does. Yes, as long as it's only the top having a wiggle. Yeah. We don't need to see the slip slappity, bappity. We just need to see wiggle, bounce. Anybody need an 85-inch TV cheap? John Allen trying to sell his 85-inch TV in the United States, you guys. Nice. He's over on East Coast, Boston areas. Can't live in the center of Australia. Oh, okay. Probably burn up. Carefree Chris, hope all is great up there. Need to make it up there sometime. Haven't really spent much time in Luzon yet. Good times. Right on. Carefree Chris. Manuel Vallejo. Hala Chub from San, watching the Cowboy Green Bay game. Green Bay's up 13-2. That's a crazy score. 13-2. Sounds like a lot of field goals, a touchdown, and then a safety. Sadly have to get some sleep. Have to get up in under 5 hours. Have a good life, buddy. Thank you, Yoda. Yes, get some sleep and get to work. Work cracks me up sometimes saying that word. What is that? I think I'm allergic to that word. Work. Magandang umaga, Jeannie. Salamat. Magandang. I think it was supposed to be. Manuel Vallejo, San Antonio, Texas. Okay. We have a few Texas in the house right now. 96 people, 35 thumbs ups. Thank you for everybody swinging through for the live. Just a little recap going on. There wasn't much action around. You know, tourism levels are low. The street, when I did go up and down during the weekend, was pretty busy though. Again, a lot of Koreans, not as many foreigners. Man, this live today, the family is friendly. Yes, they are. How did Georgie do in the league playing upstairs? That I don't know. I thought we were going to play him on Friday, but we didn't play him. I haven't played Georgie in a while. Andre's teams upstairs are awesome. Sunday Night League, I think Andre is second place. We're down in 10th place. We're tied with the bar we played. We played Miko's other team last night. So I always say we're just out to have fun. We're not as competitive as some of those teams. We don't have any A players. Andre's got a few A players on his team. Does very well. Isn't every day a weekend there? Dan Soy, you are so right. Every day is a weekend. I don't even know what day it is half the time. The only way I know is because of pool leagues and my lives on Friday, Sundays, Mondays. I only know Georgie and Andre on the upstairs team now. Yeah, Roselle doesn't. She was gone for quite a while. I think they went to Bali. I did see her in town the other day. Roselle and Carlos are back. Oh, they turned the screens on next door. What time is it? I don't even know. It looks like they've opened up the doors next door here, finally. 10 o'clock maybe? W, the Ryder Cup gives out free food to ticket holders. Unfortunately, burgers, hot dogs, you pay for booze, which is high. Yeah, I remember the days. I remember going to, when I lived in Delaware, I took the father-in-law and somebody else, and we went to one of the tournaments at a Pennsylvania golf course, one of the big tournaments. I was a bad influence because my wife's father had been sober for many, many years. I was drinking like a fish with my father-in-law's friend. Next thing I know, my father-in-law is drinking beers. We ended up bar hopping. The wives had to come find us at the bars later that night because we didn't come home. It's the first time he had drank in years. Bad influence. I felt really bad about that experience. So that golf tournament was nuts for us, and then bar hopping afterward was even worse. I was in the doghouse for a while on that one. Andrea. Oops, not Andre. Andrea. Yes. Not sure. Andrea? Is that what it is? 2-1 missed extra point safety. Good morning, Chubs and everyone. Enrique, good morning, Enrique. Good to have you on the chat. There's a lady boy that is, nope. Watch out. No, sir. Work is a nasty 4-letter word. Sure is, Mike. Sure is. Reginald Reyes. Good morning, bonjour. Buenos dias. Magadang umaga. I think that means good afternoon. Reginald Reyes. Are you related to Efren by any chance? Efren Reyes. If you are, let's meet. Just kidding. I'm sure you're not. I like your cap. Thank you. Adrian, it's kind of tainted. Look at the staining. I need to bleach it. I think this is rubber, so it won't affect it, but I need to clean this and bleach this hat. Hello, buddy, Bert. Good morning, Bert. How are you this morning? Work is a mental slur. I'm offended. Yes. Koreans taking over. Yes, they've been. See you, Joe. Have a good day. Loretto, Texas in the house. Jack Benny. Good morning, Laredo, Texas. Where the hell is Laredo? I know where Houston and Dallas and everything is. I had cousins that lived there. Not quite sure where Laredo, Texas is. Are Koreans even considered foreigners anymore in AC? Right? Holy shit. Actually, I've heard the Koreans are starting to be a lot more pleasant towards us foreigners because their businesses have declined or the bar fine business has dropped. So not as many Koreans, so they're allowing foreigners, or I don't know. It's just all hearsay, but they've been a little more considerate of other foreigners in the Korean bars. J-Dub, nothing but camels, snakes, and dingoes. No water, but there are a couple of pubs. You're talking inner Australia there, I believe. Yes. Camels, snakes, and dingoes. What the hell's a dingo? Is that like kangaroo? Dingo? JD, of course, good morning. I drove by the city front mall Saturday and didn't see any cars, but that was earlier in the day. Yeah, JD, I was there earlier, an hour and a half before it was supposed to start. Didn't see. I went back at like 5. Still didn't see anything. I drove through from the other side. It came down Manuel A. Rojas. Nothing. So that's unfortunately what happens here sometimes is people try to drum up some interest in some things on Facebook or on some posts, and things just don't pan out. Like car shows here with the Angeles Hot Rod Association. They try to do the coffee and chrome at the local Tea Leaf and Green Bean or whatever the hell the place is called, and they only got the same 5, 6, 10 cars every time. It's tough to get people interested in certain things here. $9.33 Chuck W. How often do you wash your hair? Yeah, often. Often. How often do I cut my hair? It's once a week. Wash it every day. Brad Blakely, I made my safe space Angeles City. There you go. That's a good place to have a safe space. Andy, while I'm in Metro Manila next month, I will be representing my teams with my Eagles gear and Phillies gear. If you're in MM or CBU, you see me, say hi, people. Absolutely. Nice. Good morning. Magandang umaga means good morning. Okay. Hapon, umaga. One of those words is means a couple different things, I think. Like food. Magandang. Andy Omar. Don't know David. Don't know what happened with that gentleman. Disappeared. I think he got afraid of a different vlogger that went and tracked him down. Disappeared. Maybe he was taken out. River time. I noticed that too. I was in AC 2 weeks ago, and for the first time, Korean doorman was asking non-Koreans in their bar. I think a little too late for that. Yeah, yes. I think they're starving for business as well at some of the Korean bars. Tourism levels are low because a few Koreans have been killed lately in the last year, so I think they got a little freaked out. Brad Blakely Walking Street is dying. They don't tip or spend money. Soon the girls be shown in a display on a truck moving around. Yeah, Walking Street's been dying for a long time, everybody keeps saying. I can throw a rock and it'll splash in the Rio Grande River. Dingo is a wild dog. Oh, okay, yes. I think I knew that. Again, my brain's not working so good on Mondays for some reason. Should have more car shows there. With there being a big car scene, they need to have it in a better location. Yes, they do, Gary. They need to keep it closer to town here. Anything on Clark is just kind of hard for people to get to. They don't want to go on the big roads or something. Somewhere in town here, even like that new city front mall parking ramp. I always like parking ramp car shows. Keeps you shaded. Keep you a little cooler, plus it's unlimited parking spaces. You can usually walk the ramp. We did that in Minnesota for some of our cars and coffee at some of the downtown parking ramps. So you got 5, 6, 10 levels of cars that you can walk up and down. If you wanted to, you could take an elevator all the way up and then just walk down the loop, the ramp, seeing all the cars. That was a good idea, I always thought. Magandang hapon is good afternoon. There it is, hapon. Again, I was studying Tagalog before I came here for about a year. I knew quite a bit, thought I would use it when I got here. I needed to figure out sentence structure and how to put it all together. When I got here, English, it just took over and I dropped my Tagalog lessons. So I've forgotten most of it. David, Chad, 1980s 4x4 trucks, Nissan, low rims, muffins, tapes, LL Cool J, Van Halen. There you go. Dingo Ate, my baby. Bob Barker. I like the name Bob Barker. Bob Barker still alive? Or did he die? I don't remember. I know Bob was getting up there. JDL3, whatever they do to generate more car interest, there are some awesome cars here. Chubbs has some tours with them in it. Yes. They could do so much more. Car scene is huge here, but it's just not the biggest of interest at this point. I hope that changes over the next years. Touchdown Cowgirls 13-9. Okay, here we go. Clubs on Korea Street haven't made money in a long time. Yes, I've heard that. I've heard all the bars on Red Street are hurting for money. Koreans don't spend much overhead. They just take over a old rundown rat-infested bar, throw in new girls, but they don't do any real upkeep in a few of them. Some of these bars, if you went in and turned the lights on, you'd be surprised at how shitty and shabby and gross they are. Yes. Then you get some of these foreigners that like to invest in these bars, do do a total remodel, and then it ends up crashing and they lose out on all the money they spent on these remodels. So which way do you go? I think you just stay away from investing or opening any bar on Red Street. Jack Benny, keep up the good work, sir. Thank you, thank you. Michael Wan, Magadan means good. Umaga means morning. Hapon means afternoon. Gabi means evening. There we go. There it is. Perfect. Had some people at the Mustang meet at Annie. Yes. See, when somebody like Angie Mead, Mark Savino, Chad from CB Media, Larry Chen, some of these car people try and organize, and it'll happen. If I tried to pull together a car meet, not gonna happen. Angeles Hot Rod Association tries to pull together a car show, a car meet, not gonna happen. It has to be a reputable, followed person to head it up, and then it will happen. But not too many of those. The ones that are around, the ones I named, are usually pretty darn busy. I'd love to learn Tagalog, but for a bad case of CRS, Mike Booty, absolutely. I just don't have the time. I did like the phone app I was using, where you repeat it 5-6 times, goes to a different phrase, repeat it 5-6 times, they go back to that phrase, they put it in a sentence, they have you repeat it. You pass the test, you move on to the next section. It was a good way to learn, and when I had time. Oh, Bob Barker died. Okay. The real Bob Barker died. Yeah. He was getting up there. Dry throat. Barker's Beauties. Oh my. Barker's Beauties. Always so beautiful. Musta, chubs, when are you going to do streams when you get some models to try out swimsuits that fit? I thought you would have done it already. Richie Rich, sure would be nice. I need to have a harem. I need to have like 6 girls. Once I hit 1 million subscribers, I'll have a harem that'll travel with me. We'll do a lot of try-on hauls and different things, food testings and stuff. But I gotta get to that 1 million subscriber mark first, so that I have revenue to supply them all with money, so they'll come with. Everything here is cash driven, believe me. Bob Barker died just shy of 100. Wow. Porsche Ian Gray, thank you, Ray. And Bob Barker died just shy of 100. Wow. That's getting up there. My grandmother was like 97. We were hoping she'd make it to 100, and she didn't make it. She was darn close. A couple lady boys showing up. Porsche Carrera Turbo 911 80s. That's a car design that is iconic and will never change. If you want to test a fantastic car scene, go to Thailand. If you want awesome food, go to Thailand. Man, you talk so much Thailand, JR. What are you still doing here in the Philippines? You should be in Thailand by now. All the girls call me Curry Pot. Does that mean handsome? Curry Pot. Focus Bob Barker. You know what it means now. Korea. 40s and 50s, pretty. Good morning, good morning. Hairy and too easy to carry. Means cheap and stingy. Okay, Kyle and Lenny. Curry Pot means cheap and stingy. Gotcha. I think we're caught up. Looks like we got one table over here at Hammer. You guys chilling, gonna have some breakfast, or at least they're having coffee. Looks like he's doing a golf swing or some kind of practice. Vans are still dropping off, picking up. Crazy town. This is about the time traffic starts to back up. I see they've filled up one of the holes here that they dug and did some pipe working at. They've covered it up again. There's still a couple of problem areas that are making traffic hell yet, but blue shirted police are making their cycles. Sure has been a lot more present, or a lot more appearances by them lately. I brought that up. Every live, I see a lot of them floating around. Really good to see. What's your favorite decade in Angeles? My first trip was 2009, and I wish I experienced it in the 90s. Yeah. I've seen pictures of the 70s, the 80s, 90s. Sure looked like a different and exciting time to be here. Then again, the people who are just experiencing it now, I think they're going to say the same thing, that it's probably some of the best times they've ever had here, because they have nothing to compare it to. It's their first time. Like me being here, I still really enjoy. I love being here in Angeles City because it's my first time. I'm experiencing for the first time. Other people are so chapped. Other people would prefer Thailand, different parts of Southeast Asia. So it just comes down to when you were here. Loco Jerry's Food and Travel Adventures. Chubs, are you still in contact with Miss Ann? I see she is engaged already. I was shocked that she moved on so quickly. Love the videos. Get back to Thailand. You know you want to. Absolutely. In contact? No. Very seldom, if anything. If she has a question about maybe YouTube or something, but it's, hell, I haven't talked to her in a few weeks, I want to say. So, no, she's got her own gig going on. Engaged, yes, I heard that as well. So, wish her well. Hope she does well. She's doing well in her lives. She does a lot of lives. I think she's given up on the long form videos. It's tough to do editing wise. She's got her hands full, family and kids and everything, so. Some of it's good. Professor, no Nicole appearance? No, I think Nicole, like she was saying, takes Mondays off. I see a couple Ladyboy and a couple freelancers around, but adventure. Brad Blakely's Hammer brings in bar girls. They can clean up that location. There you go. I don't think they're gonna bring in bar girls anytime soon over here at the Hammer, but boy, they sure need to do something, or that place is gonna be closing up. Looks good. That's about all it is. Blister Compact. Good morning, Chubs. When it comes to getting place, would you recommend reaching out month before or boots on ground? I'd say just get here. A lot of people say just get here, get a hotel room, do some boots on the ground, see it for yourself. I try to show places to give you a little, I don't do reviews of places, I just show you what's available. A lot of places are run down and outdated, but the longer I'm here, that doesn't drive me nuts. When I first got here, I needed to move into a Western style because I was coming from pretty expensive, needed everything crisp and clean and working. Now that I've been here 3 years, I've downgraded several times. I don't care if it's dark and dingy. I just want to make sure the window is sealed correctly. It's got good air conditioning. I don't want to see bugs and shit in my apartments. Furniture, I still have some standards. You know, I gotta have some nice furniture. I don't like rundown, crazy beds that are all deformed and lumpy and stuff. So, best thing, probably get here, do some boots on the ground. Hector Gubats, the retaining wall being built on the river you showed in the video doesn't appear to have properly engineered rebar and soil compaction. Hells no. They do have rebar. I'm surprised. I think they've learned from their mistakes that when that baby gets flowing typhoon season, it erodes and that wall just collapses. So I think they're doing a little bit better than they used to, but it's still not anchored correctly. If you saw those guys that were working that, I don't know if it's just local residents that grab that concrete tube and do it themselves, or if it's actual workers. There's no uniforms, there's no nothing. The guys are standing in it in sandals. Some of those guys were barefoot, if you noticed. So, the workforce here in some of these places. Now, if you're working on the main rail system, awesome. They got uniforms. It looks like they're all wearing hard hats. If you're working on like a Candy White Tower, where they're building that and constructing it, there's like OSHA standards. The other old Candy Towers, they've had to put in safety stairs now on the outside, which is a after-the-fact addition. I think sprinkler systems had to be added in some other areas. And something like that river road, no, there's no there's no serious planning or blueprinting or safety and health regulations going on there. It's just get it done. Goes back every year to the Philippines. River time, right on, river time. How are you? I agree with you. That's why I go back every year to the Philippines. Richie Rich, my last year was my first time in Angeles City, Pampanga. I love it. Richie Rich, good for you. Good experience, it sounds like. First time. The old military gents that were here back in the day, they had an awesome time. At the age that they were here, those memories, if you remember, like my college years and my first career, all that good stuff, I remember those. Those are fond memories, you know? The younger military guys and all that from days past, making this place, putting it on the map, hells yeah. Good times, good times. Hello, Larry. 13 to 16 Dallas at the half. 13 to 16. Dallas is up. 13. Wow, that's crazy. Local Jerry's Food and Travel Adventures. Good morning, Professor. Give me a subscription. I will be back in Angeles soon. Run doing food reviews in Scotland. Local Jerry's Food and Travel Adventures. Nice. Talked to Rodney last night. We are missing that place. Stephen Peterson. Rodney. I haven't talked to Rodney in a long time. Man, that was a lot of fun when we went up and toured the river basins up by Puning Hot Springs. We took our scooters up there through that loose sand and everything. And I think I had Ann on the back. And I'm surprised we didn't wipe out. That loose sand with those bald tires, not a good thing. We should have rented dirt bikes. Stephen Peterson. Good to have you on the chat, my friend. Minnesota, you probably are seeing leaves changing in northern Minnesota there. Not that you're really northern Minnesota, but you're more northern than everybody else. Got it locked and loaded now. We'll watch it. Hector Gubat, back to you. Okay, wow. Pressure Sports Bar. Jake versus Tank Pets. Larry Hicks. I'm not sure what the tax code is like, but I know a guy who had 5 nice bars. One always lost money. He did nothing to improve because he used it for a tax write-off. Yeah, okay. I don't know how the whole tax thing works here and all that. It'd be nice to see all these bars on Red Street remodeled, rehab, kind of like Hammer Resto here. That ain't gonna happen though. That ain't gonna happen anytime soon. All small, hollow block buildings here, extremely dangerous, yes. They're not big blocks like I'm used to seeing too, they're just smaller blocks with sporadic rebar, and then it's skim coated several times. I don't know if it's really earthquake worthy or what, but some of those hollow blocks are mostly sand. You can crush them with your hand, yes. Philly, Kensington, the place is a mess. Not in any way related to Efren Bata, which I can be good at, who wish I can be. Yes, Efren Bata Reyes. Okay, not related. Greetings from Los Angeles. Steve, is 69 Rock Bar still open? Yes, 69 Rock Bar still open. You can find their Facebook page. Always advertising, doing well. Got some attractive girls that work there. It's just a straight up restaurant, bar, nothing crazy. Look at this crazy looking car. A lot of those money wagons. What the hell is that even called? I can't remember. Why is my head not working today? It's like I drank. Crazy. Armored car. I'm getting old. Maybe it's I'm getting old. Nick Moeller. Holy cow, Nick. Have you made it to Atlantis? No. This Wednesday is their soft opening, the first. Just talking with Joe Cruz. He was asking me if I'm going to go. I'm thinking Wednesday. We're going to go for the soft opening. Steve, the new management that's taking over, had said that he'll try to give me a tour. I see him all the time, so I want to remind him. So I'm thinking this week, Nick. I'm thinking this week. Talk to you about sobriety today. Scott Van Booskinde. Hello, Chubs. Talk to you about sobriety doing. Talk to you about sobriety doing. Sobriety's good. Sobriety's good. Armored car. There it is. Yep. You guys came through for me. I figured it out before you guys, but so my brain's not all warped. It's just not too fast this morning. Gyms. Okay, David, if you're asking about gyms, there are gyms around. AC Fitness, there's some other ones that are cheaper. Candy Palace has two, or Candy Organization has a few gyms that you can use. 2,500 pesos for the month, I want to say. Yes, there are gyms around here. Reginald Reyes, I am a millennial. I watch a lot of YouTube. It's nice that you do live streaming in the morning. I notice Honey Bunny does a live streaming at Phillies in the night. Yes, he does. I catch some of his lives at night as well, just to see who's out on the street. He likes to show all the people, which he kind of does it secretively. I don't know if that's the right way to go, but more power to him. He's gaining some traction. I see he's doing some long form videos as well now, which is good. Good for him. Mutual friend. I got you, Ian. Yeah. Kind of signed off to her after finding out she knew you. But that's all right. That's all right. There's another one there that we're in contact now and then, but that's all right. I've kind of signed out of that whole place. I've been there, experienced it, seen it. Great show. Best show on Red Street, I think, is the Access Club. So, Buck, yeah, I wish you would get a real camera. I hear you there, Buck. I know what you're talking about. A lot of people have some real grainy cameras. They just can't afford them or whatever, probably. You know, it doesn't take much. Just invest in one phone, the right phone, and you're set. You really don't need, as a vlogger, anything more than the right phone with the right camera. Shit, I brought so many cameras, too many cameras. Don't use any of them. Just use my GoPros, my DJI, and my phone for all of it. So, ask Daisy if they have a 3-in-1 coffee there now. Chad, Bjorn Johnson. There's no Daisy today. Now that you bring it up, I haven't seen Daisy. I'm surprised. She must have the day off. Atlantis, Russian, Ukraine, and Pinays, David says. Okay. Russians. You mean the customers are Russians? Ukraine? Or the dancers? Or workers? Dwayne Edwards, November 23rd to December 24th. Actually, 669 round trip. I'm thinking about buddy's second trip this year. Nice, Dwayne. That's cheap. LAX to Manila, 669. Somebody was just telling me that they found a airfare for about 700 bucks. My cheapest was like 1,500. My first time was 1,800 when I came here, and then I upgraded. It was over $2,000 to get here because I upgraded to business class. But did you walk here, Larry?
I did. No, I did not.
Okay. Yeah, good. Oh, nice. Good. Let's see. Honey Bunny walks down some dark streets late at night. Risky. Yeah. I don't know if that's alcohol induced. I think he drinks a little bit now and then. Hopefully he stays safe. That's where you don't want to put yourself in those situations. You know, and I haven't heard of anything robbery-wise or any of that lately. First couple of years, there was always an incident every few months with a foreigner and some of the local teenagers and stuff, so I'm sure it's still happening. Chubs, thanks for all the hotel bids. Great stuff. I'll be there in a month. Can't decide between Central Park Tower and Pacific Breeze. Thoughts? I'm thinking Central Park Tower is going to be more expensive. Got a great rooftop pool, restaurant and all. People say the rooms are a little run down. Here we get into that whole thing again, where if you don't care about the fine details, then I'd say Pacific Breeze. I've heard Pacific Breeze rooms might be maybe again outdated, or some of the fine details are lacking. I don't want to put them under the bus. I don't know personally. Pacific Central Park Tower, great looking, great place. Again, a little more expensive than you're going to say at Pacific Breeze, which is really all you need, because you don't want to spend days and days in your room. Just get a moderate to low expensive hotel room and get the hell out and experience things. Go back there to sleep. So that's my thoughts on all of that. Some people like to live it up, go to ABC, go to Airbnb at like One Euphoria, Candy Palace, some of the nicer ones, or candy organizations, you know, some of their Airbnbs, or even like my old landlord's places, the Letitia Suites, Airbnbs are like $2,000 to $3,000 a night, but they're awesome. Maybe a little smaller than some people like. But again, that all changes when you live here for a while. You don't need all that space. You know, you don't need a 2,500 square foot house any longer. You don't need a 5,000 square foot house any longer. You downsize. I'm kind of in a studio that's a little too small, but I'm adjusting, I should say. It's kind of a walking 12 steps to get all the way across my apartment. That's it. Makes me want to get the hell out of there a lot more. So don't know if I'll do that again afterward. Dr. A Condos put in a good word. Inexpensive, great place to be for a while. Clean and new. Shower was a little chilly this morning, so I think the water pressure was a little low, which means the hot water heater, or the water heater, wasn't quite kicking. So I was showering at like 30 Celsius, which I don't know what that temperature equates to, but it was like icicles. It was a serious eye-opener. So hopefully it doesn't continue, or I'll have to reach out and say, hey, we got an issue here. LAX to Manila business class is $2,400 each way. Oh my God, that's a lot. Do Pacific to get better price and use money for other things. Yes, can't go wrong either way. Right on. Kevin Hagi, how has the biz class flight for comfort? I liked it. I hate flying. The totally horizontal bed was nice. The room was nice. It just was a peace of mind that I needed to fly that first time coming here, because my mind was playing tricks on me. I didn't have panic attacks. I had pills to take if I needed. I did start to heat up somewhere into the flight, somewhere before halfway, where I took a couple pills. I lost a few more hours in nap time, which made it easier. Once you get over the hump and you're over halfway, it gets easier. But I don't like that 16-hour one-way, one flight, stuck in a tube. Had panic attack before that one time. Did not like that. Pacific Breeze. Ricky says, I like Pacific Breeze better. Yes, there you go. Not here to troll you, so if you want me to leave the chat, I can respect that. No, it's cool, Ian. No problem. I've been respectful. I see some of Ann's lives now and then. I don't chime in. It's all you guys is whatever now. Hey, more power to you. Just treat her well, and I hope you will. So, I'm not here to be an asshole or anything about you is either. So just respect, buddy. You know, Ann and I had a relationship at the right time. We helped each other out. I just couldn't make it happen for us. So hopefully you can. I respect that. Reginald Reyes. I also enjoy you doing restaurant tours. Do you also consider going to nearby places like Baguio? Yes, after rainy season, the car is ready. Believe me, I will be taking some car tours. I can't do a bike tour. I had a back operation. My back won't hold up more than an hour and a half on a bike. So that's why I have the car. I plan to hit a lot more around Luzon. Yes. Driving will be perfect. Air conditioning, lock my shit down. Yes. Baguio is one of them. Subic I'll be hitting as well. Pangasinan, 100 Islands, Baylor on the other side. Vegan, La Union, and then I like to get back down towards Batangas. Maybe some of the outskirts of Manila area, some of those cities. So hard to say. We just need to get through rainy season so I can plan. Ricky, rooms aren't run down. It's just older but maintained exceptionally cheaper too. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Rooms at Pacific are large, very large, and they have nice jacuzzi in some of those rooms. Plus you're only footsteps from all the action, so. Need a blacklight tour of furniture and rooms here. Watch where you sit. I think every hotel, anywhere, you could say that about. Yes. There again, I don't really worry too much as long as it's not doesn't have bugs and shit. That's the part I don't like. If you get a cockroach in a room that I'm renting, I'm out. No sir. Or ants. Ants are another thing. You leave food out for 2 seconds and you get this line of ants coming in the door, carrying away everything. No thanks. Mike Foodie, next planned trip, flying to Philippines Airlines, 15 and a half hours direct from Toronto to Manila, paid $1,400. There you go. That's not a bad price. Direct, LAX to Manila. That's the way to go. Get it done. I don't like layovers. I don't like multi-stops. Pain in the ass. 30 Celsius is 86. Yeah. What is it? Bath water is usually right about 100 when it's comfortable. 86, I think, is a little chilly. It's usually at 40, but I couldn't get it to hold 40 on my water heater, and I think it had to do with water pressure. I kept dropping 30, 29, 28, go back up to 31. It wouldn't climb anymore, and I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. I hit reset, powered off, powered on. Just wasn't working. By that time, I was done, and I was out of there, but first time it's happened was today. Business class rocks if you got the dough. Yes. David says, Chad, vacation Peru, Brazil, Cuba, Colombia, Medellin, and Latina. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. Oh no, we got braless big nips coming. Can't show you. I like that look. I don't know about you guys, but I like a girl that doesn't wear a bra. It's just kind of a turn on, if you ask me. I need a little bit too much information for you guys. But Todd's on the chat. Business class is great. Really the only way to fly on long flights. Yes, it is. If you have angsts, if you get anxious, if you feel you're going to have a panic attack or something, definitely take advantage of some layout, move around, spacious accommodations, and don't just sit there the whole flight. Get up and move. When they say you can get up and move, actually get up and move. Take a walk around the place. Take a piss when you have to piss or shit. Sometimes I hold the piss too long, and that makes you even more uncomfortable. There's ways that I could travel better, but I just sometimes don't. I just want it to get over with. There's no way to make it any faster than it's gonna be. Steve, big fan of PAL. Business class, nowhere near as good as Singapore Air, but it's a direct flight and comfy enough. There you go. Groupthink has decided Pacific Breeze is the winner. There you go, Steve. Yes. Ian, right on. Appreciate that. Good. David, San Diego, Tijuana, Hong Kong, enchilada delicious, 100 to 200. I considered a bunch of those places to move to before I decided on the Philippines. Ruled them all out. Too close to home. This just had everything that I wanted to experience, and no regrets. Very happy I'm still here. So Scott Van Booskirk. Hey Chad, you helped me get sober. I thank you. I lived there for 5 years. Scott, so good to hear. Thank you for that. It's not an easy road for anybody. So I really appreciate those words. Wish you well, stay strong. Lived here for 5 years and you were sober when you were here. People don't understand why I'm here and how I can do it and how I can stay sober. I've been down the other side. I've been to the dark side. My health took a hit. My relationships with people took a hit. I avoided people. I overspent. Like I said, my health was crazy. I had the shakes. You know, I just like this lifestyle a lot better than I did when I was addicted to certain things like smoking and drinking. It can spiral out of control very fast. And then you're not motivated to make the change. A lot of times when you're drinking like that, you're in a social setting, you're in a soap opera, your peer group or whoever you're hanging with influences that a lot. You don't want to lose those people, but you kind of need to. You need to worry about you before you need to worry about others. So, thank you, Scott. Got a little choked up there. Jeannie, I had to step away talking with the kiddos, so I missed a lot of the conversation here. Thank you for the good mornings. Hope all is good. Have a great week ahead. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, Jeannie. Fury, it's not only the flight from business class, it's also the lounge access. Lounge access is huge. When I had upgraded before I came here, I found that lounge. I didn't know that all the food was free. You could take a nap if you wanted to. You could take a shower if you wanted to in some of these lounges. Lounge access is amazing. When we flew to Thailand, Edgar upgraded us to lounge. We went in and chilled for like an hour and a half, 2 hours somewhere. That was awesome. You can eat, drink, whatever you want. They cater to you unbelievably. You could even take a snack with you on the plane, stuff it in your bag, because you're already been through most of the checks at the airport, TSAs and stuff. So, yes, lounge is huge. Take advantage of those lounges. Mike Foodie, I've never found an affordable business class ticket. Yeah. I upgraded. It's a blind raffle. When I came here, I think it was Korean Air. I don't know. It was a blind draw. Lowest bid was 800, highest was like 3,000. I thought I'm just gonna upgrade. If I get it for 800, okay, I'll justify that expenses. I hate to fly. Sure enough, within a day or two, they said, hey, guess what? You've been upgraded to whatever. We're gonna bill your credit card for that extra 800 on top of your $1,800 or $1,600 ticket. I don't know what it was. So I paid $2,500 for that first time, but the lounge and the business class relax for peace of mind was what I needed. So I had no problem with that. J-Dub, hopefully they get the road at Baguio fixed. Lots of damage from storms this week. Yeah, I can imagine. It's another reason I don't like the big bikes on these roads around here is you never know the road conditions. Even the road from here to Subic is kind of bouncy and crazy. So a car is is the way I prefer to travel on long road trips like that. Reginald, nice. When you go to vegan, you can go to the beach. It's like Porto Galera, but less bars. Oh, cool. Nice. Thank you, Reginald. Love business class on the way here. JD says $1.60. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the flight over wherever I do come, whenever I do come. Sure is nice when you know you only have a couple hours left and you get out and you're able to stretch. Yeah. First few hours are fine. The middle times though start to drive me crazy, especially if I let my head get away from me. Focus on Asia. Have a good day. See you, JR. Mike Fruity says goodbye, David Jones. Thanks. Trust, please. Lunches. Chad Walking. Yes. Brad Blakely. Philippines is great. People need to all embrace slow speeds here. It's more healthy. Yes. No alcohol. No, sir. Not for me. You guys can have a drink for me. Nope, not my gig any longer. Booze is free too in the lounges. 15 hours is pure hell in economy. I cannot imagine. Even when I flew back for my father's funeral a little over a year and a couple months ago, I go to Seat Guru, I think it's called Seat Guru, which once you know your flight number, you can put in your flight number, it'll break down your plane, and it'll show you seats that they recommend that have leg room. They show you seats that they would not recommend, so if you're in those non-recommended, you're going to probably want to upgrade. Nope, sorry, nothing. I chose to pay an extra $167 one way each way to upgrade my seat to not really emergency exit, but there's no seat in front of me, which means I lose that TV screen in the seat in front of me and the flip down table, which are built into your chair, which means you just pull it up and flip it over and whatever, which means your seat's a little bit smaller. But I needed that for peace of mind so that I had leg room. It worked out awesome. On the way there, I brought my backpack down. I could kick out, put my legs up. I had my headphones so that I could shut out any baby noises or craziness. I could listen to my own music. I could do whatever. On the way back, though, they didn't let me have my backpack in front of me. So I had to keep getting up and going into or grab all my shit. Thank God that the seat between me and the aisle seat was open. So me and a girl shared that seat for our electronics or anything we wanted. Plus it was, if we wanted to sprawl out, we could put the armrests up and had a little more room. But yeah, I can't handle true economy where that seat is in your face. You can recline, but you're limited. No, I can't do 16 hours in something like that. I will always have to upgrade my seat to an emergency exit or something, but I don't want to spend $400 one way on an upgrade. I could justify probably $200 one way, like I did. 167 worked out good. Scott, I lost almost everything till I quit. But I'm thinking of coming back because I love that country. I lost almost everything till I quit. Yes. I just didn't care as much. My head would be racing so much. I was neglecting bills and then neglecting people. And as soon as I cracked a beer and got a little buzz going on, those thoughts in my head was settled down. I didn't have those constant ADHD thoughts about things I needed to get back in line because I was buzzed. I just didn't care. That's why I think I stayed buzzed a lot. I mean, I was neglecting college, financial aid bills, some other stuff, whatever it was back in the day. Once I sobered up and got everything in line, it's a much nicer life, but drinking just made it easy to easier to neglect things and people that I didn't want to deal with. I think a lot of people have that same issue. It's just a way to neglect things. I don't understand why they always bring coconuts next door. This guy brings coconuts every day I'm here. Maybe it's just for the coconut meat? It sure looks like they're empty. I don't know. Hard to say. Period. Business can be hell as well. Went back to the UK on Air France business, but someone decided to bring a small child to business, and boy, that's it. Set of lungs on them. See, I can't handle kids like that. I can't handle crying kids, screaming kids. I have a expensive set of headphones, the Apple AirPods. I think I paid, well, through eBay, I got it like half off, brand new. But I think they're like $500-600 otherwise. They are awesome. Noise canceling, shut everything out, tuning your music. I have to have those along for peace of mind. Even when I start to have a panic attack, I'll put those on. I'll put on my music to try to settle me down. Or you got to tune out the airplane noise, that constant hum, the screaming kids. It just helps so much. I don't know if you guys need to like travel with headphones like I do, but I find that as something that definitely need to bring along. It helps so much. Screaming kids. Oh. I try and buy the Middle East if possible between us. Middle seat, yeah, there you go, Mike. Buy that extra seat. I bring earplugs in my personal bag. That's so smart, you guys. What are we at? 81 and 53 thumbs ups. My throat is hanging in there. It's a little weak yet. Got all scratchy with all the rain and all the pollution around here. Got affected. It was like porcupine throat there for a while. Really hated it. But it's getting easier now. It's getting better. I was talking tonsil stones the other day. A lot of that had to do with the whole thing, you know, my infection or whatever's going on in my throat, the irritation. Last night at MGC, sometimes they play that music so freaking loud, you're yell talking. You can't talk to anybody without yelling. That alone is irritating, and then them allowing smoking in there. That's probably what affected my throat again today, is the smoking that goes on in there. I know when I get home, my clothes smell like an ashtray, and I hate that. It's like the days of the 90s when you could smoke in bars. Ugh. Professor says airlines are greedy, paying for a seat. What next buses and trains will start? Yeah, yes. Reginald, Chad, you are living testament that you can still turn your life around and start over at any age. Absolutely appreciate that. Watching your story is very inspirational, and you show people that you can overcome your demons. Yes, absolutely. It takes a lot of willpower. I didn't appreciate my upbringing. My stepmother was a very jealous, greedy. I think she did well. I didn't like it when I was caught up in it, but I think I turned out okay. Yes, I've had a lot of demons. There's a lot of stories I could tell, but it's all made me the person that I am today. So I really appreciate that, Reginald. A lot of people have a lot of struggles and they never want to deal with it. Ambulance. So, thank you, Reginald. I wish others would listen and hear messages and take action before it gets too late, before you jeopardize health long term, financials, families, friends. I know it's tough though. It's very tough. It takes a strong person. It takes lonely times sometimes. But once you get through the tough times, the rewards are unbelievable. The life change needs to happen. It's just how strong are you? Can you do it? And don't relapse. If you go all in, stay all in. Josh Jacobs scored a TD. Oh, Josh Jacobs, that's Green Bay running back. My fantasy hop update is just right there. Noise canceling headphones, our earbuds are the cat's ass. God said, yes, Mike Booty, absolutely. Adrian Smith says, flew home business class on Philippine Airlines on my recent trip. Worth every penny for a tall guy. Adrian, you are tall. I don't know, you're like 6'2", 3, somewhere in there. I'm 6 foot. That's like borderline comfort. You need to be Filipino small to ride in economy and comfortable with it. But, gosh, she just got nipples poking here. Why is that so attractive to men? See hard nipples? I don't know. Awesome.
What do you have?
Raymond Mendoza. Oh my God, where the hell? Did I miss something? Did he chime in somewhere? Let me look. Is that the first scenes of Raymond, Mayor Raymond here? Raymond. How you doing, Raymond? You're coming back soon, I hear. I'm afraid. Smoking on the airlines back in the day. Holy shit, Professor. I cannot imagine smoking on an airline. For the people that did not smoke, how crazy that must have been. I don't think smoking drove people as crazy back in the day as it does now. Can you imagine if they allowed smoking? Or even when somebody does light up a smoke on an airline now, people will kill you. They will, oh, yeah. I don't know. Not good. I can't imagine back in the day. Nipples are direction finders. Yeah, they're pointing, they're staring at me, they're winking at me. Oh my God. Bikini shows in the Philippines have become obsolete. Yeah, Bill. I don't know, man. I'm trying to find out the real lowdown, but they're just, it's been 4 months now. I hope it's not over, but it may be. Those days may be over as well. Scott Renbuskirk. Anxiety is the worst. That's what keeps you drinking. You're the person of faith. Yes. Yes. Anxiety. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people say they need to have that drink before they're able to do certain things. I need to have a drink before I'm able to do that. Especially like karaoke. That's just an easy comparison. I know I needed to have a few drinks before I attempted karaoke. Oh, hello there.
Hello, stranger.
How are you? Look who's made it to the live, everyone. Todd has made an appearance.
I knew the only way to get you to end the live on time and get to our appointments was to come here and sit here.
And sit here until
But
it's
it is
almost
good to
over.
be here.
Yes, good. You were messaging from home or something.
Yeah, and dealing with converts doing AA, conversion to an account.
Yes.
And they are so backwards.
Oh my God.
I only converted to fiber internet from an old account for a tenant.
Yes.
I dropped
Yes.
the TV side because it is a ripoff.
Yes, it is now.
They
The channels are
showed
gone.
up with the fiber box, two TV boxes, tell me, oh no, the order says install everything. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
the
no.
order says install 100 meg fiber, end of story.
Yeah. Crazy. How long did you sit in there?
No.
Or
Well,
you had them coming out?
They were coming out to the house. But sitting in there, we requested this conversion
Yes.
2.5 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
I was busy doing other things.
Yeah.
I went in Friday and they said, oh, that was canceled by this person. I'm like,
Yeah, what?
that's not, the account holder wasn't canceled. So the manager scheduled it for this morning, and
Yeah.
they were there at 9:30.
When you initially sign up for Converge, they'll be there that same day or the next day to get you all lined up because they want that new business. Now, if you have an issue where I needed to switch something over, we'll get to you in a week or two. So yeah, that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, very.
And we had to sit in that office over there. The girl on my contract and I don't know, it was an hour and a half or something the last time we went. And then the person ahead of me, they called her number, not there. So they go to the next number, which is us. It got all confusing. And then they jumped ahead of us where we had to say, hey, wait a minute, you forgot us? Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
It's a hassle.
it used to be a lot easier.
Yeah.
They had a consultant, John Hardy, who I could call and say, John, the cable's out at my house, and they would show up
Yes.
in like 2 hours. Now everything's gone to outsourcing.
Yes.
All
Yes.
the repairs, all the installs,
Yep.
and
Yep.
they don't have any live customer service. It's all online.
Yes.
If you go in a Converge office, they will type it in, but
Yeah.
it is not technical support. It is the customer service that is typing it in to a technical support center in Manila
Yeah.
that then dispatches a local crews here.
Yeah. Yeah. And installers sometimes are lazy.
Yeah.
They don't feel like they want to do it that day because it's raining. Well, we can't do it today. We'll come back tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So, no.
It is an all day normally. Okay. Be there from 8 in the morning until 5
Yes.
at night. And if you leave for a half an hour
Yeah.
and they show up,
Yep.
they will mark you as missed and you have to reschedule
Yeah,
again.
absolutely. Raymond says, don't be afraid. Sometimes you have to let the beast out of the cage. The girls all miss you. See you soon. Yes, right on. 20-16 Green Bay is up. Probably not take money from the bikini contest. I smoked on airplanes many times, Tony Wilson says. Wow. Yes. Boredom can lead to too much drinking. Yeah, Ricky, I believe you there. You're right there. Absolutely. Croaky is the gateway drug to drinking alcohol. Yeah. Todd's in the house. Adrian Smith says hello. Professor says hello.
Hello,
When you use
yeah.
a box on your internet here for movies, Converge sees it and throttles your speed, buffering. Yeah, my Fire Stick's been buffering a lot for my NFL and stuff, but I think I need to find a new app. My Streamfire, I think I've been using now for so long. I think they recognize that now and then they make it harder for viewing. So I need to switch up to a more recent app or something, but I don't know enough about the Fire Sticks all the time. So where are we going today? What are we doing?
We are viewing 4 houses.
4 houses.
4 houses.
Oh my God.
3 of them are side-by-side houses
Okay.
that were used as Airbnb units.
Okay.
And the guy running it, he was doing very well, making a lot of money,
Okay.
but he had medical issues.
Yes.
And he had to pull out, so he's back in his own country,
Okay.
getting medical treatment, and we have the houses now.
Okay.
The other house, do you remember the house that we walked in that was any audiophile?
Oh yes. Yes.
It had more
Cool.
audiophile
Yes.
equipment than space. Well, that house was cleaned and was rented onto a lease.
Yep.
That tenant has been transferred to Japan.
Okay.
So, but he brought in a lot of his furniture. So now that house is huge.
Yes.
And just has basic furniture.
So it's cleaned out.
It's
Because
completely
he had
cleaned
so
up. Yeah.
much audio
It's completely
stuff going
cleaned
on.
up.
All right,
You're
good.
not going to think it's the same
Yes.
house. You're going to walk in and say, This room is huge.
And that kitchen, I remember, was impressive. That layout was good, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Look forward to it. Look forward. Are they all? Where are they at? I don't even remember where that house was located.
That house is inside Friendship Plaza.
Okay.
The other three houses are in Pula Verde, which
Pula Verde.
is the same area.
Okay.
Yeah. I also heard you talking earlier, and people seem down about not a lot of tourism here. Business is slow.
Todd knows the numbers here. Yep.
I have been here 25 years now,
Yep.
and this happens every few years. And everyone's like, oh, it's changing, it's not going to be the same. Angeles survives in one form
Yes.
or another always.
Yes.
And, yeah, you know, the guys who say, oh, it was so much better in 2000 here, they forget the negative sides, like brownouts every single day.
Yeah.
Roads that were dirt roads that turned into mud taps.
Cash machines.
Cash machines that you could only take 4,000 pesos out at a time.
Yep.
I mean,
Fill it once a week. Yeah.
there was no McDonald's near here. You had to go. Dawu, the only mall was a Robinson's,
Yes.
and then Nippo, and then SM Clark was built.
So
and
many
Bikini
advancements.
was built.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been so many improvements. People only see the negative side. Yeah. The Koreans are taking over, just as the U.S. took over, the Australians took over, but it's just a temporary thing. because
Cyclical. Yeah.
Angeles is our economy doesn't need the bar scene. It's really a very small part of it.
Fury, you saw that Mustang? So I wanted to flip that around for you. That's a Korean-owned Black Mustang GT. They let him drive down Red Street. I'm thinking he owns a bar or he runs a few bars, but they'll pull the gate for that guy. You'll see that Mustang on Red Street like every day. He checks in with people. Does Todd have a line on maids to do weekly cleaning of a tenant's unit? How much?
It all depends upon how many times a week
Yeah.
that you want them. Normally, you can get a maid service for between 500 and 700 pesos per time.
Yeah.
We don't actually recommend any maids because of the liability side.
Okay.
Live-in maids, if you want someone to live there, you would have to provide a day off, housing,
Yeah.
and food. They're going to cost you between 7 and 11,000 pesos a month.
Okay.
And they will cook, clean, watch the house, take care of the dog.
Scrub my back.
Can be arranged sometimes, yes. That's a different level of maid. The maid that also provides personal service.
Hey Todd, how can I reserve a spot for La Belle Helene in December? That place looked nice. Is it still 25,000?
Okay, La Belle Helene has two small one-bedroom units, and unfortunately, we just leased the second one-bedroom unit. So right now, there's nothing available at La Belle, but we have a lot of other properties available.
There you go.
And things constantly change. I can say I've got, like, right now I have a very nice La Belle unit that is 30,000 pesos a month. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, probably 3 times of the space. Private garage for someone like you, Chad, who wants to carry a car.
Yeah, right?
But I could say that La Belle's full.
Yeah.
In 3 weeks, later, all of a sudden there is
2-3 open.
2 or 3
Yeah.
open. Yeah.
Yes.
Things change here very, very fast.
Okay, main gate seems to be changed to friendship since I was last there. I'm confused. Seems to have changed to friendship.
No,
Friendship gate?
here it is. The main gate, the Don Julo gate, which is at the Clarkson Hotel, and the Friendship Gate. The main gate still is the most trafficked gate.
Yeah.
Plus, there also is another entrance that is up by the airport. A backside, and there's a bridge that is just north of the racetrack
Yeah.
that leads over to a nice area, but is outside of the Clark Freeport zone. And there's a hidden back gate up near the Hilton hotel complex.
Okay.
Lots of gates.
Does Todd speak Tagalog? 25 years here? I don't think so. He may
No.
know a few words.
No, I intentionally did not learn a Tagalog for a very important reason. I'm married, and Filipinos are very volatile.
Yes.
If my wife gets mad at me, she yells at me in or argues with me in
Yeah.
a Tagalog. Since I do not understand her,
Yeah.
I cannot argue back. So
Yeah,
so
there
the
you
argument
go.
ends.
There you go.
And any insults,
Yeah.
I don't hear. So it's like, okay,
Win-win.
honey, whatever you
Win-win.
need, honey,
yeah.
let's work this out.
Sounds good, babe. Right. Sometimes living mates has its perks. Yes, yes. It was great in 1980. I was there when the first McDonald's opened in 1982. Ronald McDonald was just a teenager back then. 20 to 23 Dallas now. Wow, nice. Does Nicole do house cleaning? I'm guessing she's multi-talented. I'm sure. She'll clean anything you want clean. You just have to arrange the right price. Absolutely. Robert, I'm with you, Todd. I've never been married. I've been married to a Filipino for 42 years and still don't speak Tagalog. Robert McMahon, right on.
You know, also,
I'm going to let you talk for a minute. I got to pee.
okay,
Todd's taking over for a minute, guys.
if you learn a Tagalog, you really cannot speak to most people here because there's many other languages here. I'm going to have to put on glasses so that I can read what these questions say. So we will see. But no, Angelus is still alive, and things are going well. Yeah, business is down. Angelus has shifted though from short-term people coming for sex tourism to more vacation people who still have an interest in the girls, but they are not here only for girls. They're here for golf. They are here to see friends. I like Angelus much better now. I think it is a better place. Christina, a compact. Okay, thank you. I try, but I don't have all the answers, and I've made all the mistakes that other guys are making now, which is why I sometimes vocalize things. I don't want to talk about specific tenants, but so many tenants move in across our 85 units with a girlfriend, and then within a month or two do not have a girlfriend. So many guys come here thinking that Angelus is perfect that have never lived here, and they will quickly set up here and make permanent commitments, then find out it isn't right for them. He's back.
Looking good.
All right.
Looking good. Sexy as ever. Oh, I'm on live. Do you want to be on here? You want to say hi?
I can say hi.
Okay, let's say hi. There she is. What's your name?
Wednesday.
Wenzy. Nice to see you again.
Next week.
All right. All right. Welcome back to Todd's Live, everybody.
No,
How'd it go?
What is the
it
boss?
went fine. I'm going to disappear to the same place you did.
Okay, good. Get him out of here. Next, where's Wenzy? We need some Wenzy again. Freelancer. How'd that go for everybody? We all right? Goddamn, I had to. It's like waiting too long on a plane. You gotta piss. I was getting antsy pants. Getting a little anxious there. Voila! I'm with you, Todd. Okay, babe. Appreciate your insight, Todd. Hi, Wednesday. See you Thursday. Love you guys, Todd. Chubs. I love all the information, all your properties. I'm retiring really soon. I'll definitely be speaking with Todd. I want to settle down in Angeles City. You know, a lot of people might not appreciate Todd. He's very outspoken sometimes. Believe me, drives me up a frickin' wall sometimes too. He doesn't hold back. I kind of appreciate that. He's very wise. He's been here for a long time. He knows a lot of people. He knows the economy. He knows a lot of things, and that's sometimes not a good thing. You bring something up and he'll fight with you on it and point out things where you are wrong. Offers me advice on what he thinks I should do, which I don't like. But I listen. I listen. That's all I gotta do is I gotta listen. I don't have to act on it or do anything like that, but it's nice to have such a knowledgeable person around, plus all the properties Todd has available. Works out good. It's worked out great for 2 years now. We've found a lot of people, places, transitional places, long-term, short-term. So,
Actually, boss, it is closer to 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, it is over 2.5 now.
Yes, it is. It's almost 3 years. Wow.
Yeah,
Do you remember the day that we met?
absolutely. I was working on a unit, a maintenance issue, and you
Yeah.
pulled over the motorbike, and you were a little more timid then.
Yep.
You kind of asked about the sign, and I'm like, oh yeah, sure.
He was hanging a sign, you know, a new
wanted to
apartment
leave?
available. Yeah.
And then I think I overwhelmed Chad.
Yes.
Because I showed him a couple of units, and then a couple of days later, I got more units, and then started showing him houses.
Yes.
And the houses, he was kind of not handling the houses well because he was thinking,
Yeah.
why does someone need a big house in the Philippines? But he's
Yeah.
seen it. Those houses mainly were in our corporate houses.
Yes.
And the Philippines has done a wonderful job of helping us keep them empty now.
Yes. Keeping it at bay. Absolutely. Absolutely.
We had a lot of business with the people involved with Pogo.
Yes.
The houses were not being used for Pogo. They were being used to live in.
Yes.
We also
Yes.
had a huge Korean market, and believe it or not, the Korean market is down here.
Yeah.
It's just not down as much as others. It went down after several events happened, including the murder onto a perimeter road.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so consequently, Chad, we're going to be looking at houses, and
Yep.
I'm just tired of showing them. So
We haven't shown a house in a long time. So again, entertainment value, we'll call it whatever. it's nice to see these different places, even if it's way out of price range for most of us.
They're actually not way out of
Okay.
price range
Prices
now.
are coming down though.
Especially like you take the house that is available inside Fuller Ramsey.
Yes.
The last 5-bedroom house that we did.
Yes.
That has all, no, I am sorry, 4-bedroom. It's got all in-suite bathrooms, and every bedroom is as big as a master bedroom.
Yeah, right.
If you got 2 or 3 expats together,
Yep.
that house is cheaper
Perfect.
than the average apartment.
Yeah. Makes sense. Where are we at? 1:20. Okay, we're at 2 hours, you guys. It is time. Adrian Smith says Todd loves what he does. Good guy. Clarence Rudolph says, Toddy, what's the Chinos on Eric and Mercy? We don't know. They disappeared. Heard rumors, and nobody really knows the story.
Yeah.
Or if they do, it's tight-lipped.
About them, I was not close friends with them, but a couple of my friends were. And they were, they were over their house, birthday parties, anniversaries, and they also have been completely shut out. If they send a private message in, they are Facebook friends,
Yeah.
but the Facebook profiles have been locked and made private.
Yes. Yes.
So wish them well into a future endeavor.
Yeah.
Restaurant business here is much harder than the U.S.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Every business, except for real estate. Todd's a gazillionaire, everyone. Gazillionaire.
No, real estate's harder.
Kidding.
The
Real
only
estate.
reason I haven't gone under and the only reason my associate has it is we either own everything outright or we have borrowed our own money. Now, if my real estate empire falls, I'll have a lot of real estate in an empty 401k because I borrowed against my own money for a lot of properties.
Fury says, also with Hulu Amzing is security. It is way better and secure, which you need to think about. Fury, are you here now? And Foodie, we need to do the tour of your car collection again. We need to arrange that next time Mike Foodie's around. That was so much fun. So we'll get on that. I think Mike told me when he's coming back. We'll try to hopefully arrange all of that again for another tour. Okay, we got to get the hell off and go do this so I can get some work done here. Thanks, Chubs. Great live stream. Eric and Mercy must have left a full house behind, maybe a car. You never know. You never know.
They had no house.
Yeah.
They were living in the hotel, and I believe that he had a motorbike.
Yes. I
That
think
was
you're
it.
right. I think you're right. To save money, I think they were staying in the hotel.
Yeah.
So, okay. You can answer that, Mike Fury and Mike. Oh, yes, in January. Okay, Mike Foodie. Fury, if you're around in January. Okay, here we go. Here it is. In and out all the time. Looking forward to seeing you both. We'll make it happen. And if it isn't with Mike Foodie, I'm going to come. So, all right. I got to go, you guys. Todd and I got somewhere to see, some places to see. We'll see how fast I can put it all together and get it to you guys. Thanks for showing up to the live, everybody. Really appreciate it. Thanks for Todd to make an appearance. And now we're going to go do our work. We'll see you guys next Friday morning live. Stay tuned into the videos coming out this week. Appreciate all of you and everybody. Have a good week. Not going to say goodbye to everybody because it's just going to keep strolling. So, see you.